Hey, survivors, Camille from Surviving the Badge with another effed up murder of the week. It's been a while since I've done an effed up murder of the week, so I figured I'd pick that back up. We went on a cruise to Alaska, which was amazing. If you ever get a chance to go to Alaska, I couldn't help but wonder how many bodies were buried out there in the middle of nowhere, never to be found. But that's just my crazy mind. So this week I was trying to determine which case or cases to talk about. Should I do the UVA football shooting? Should I do the Iowa State University stabbing murder? And I decided, what the hell, I'll do both. Everybody on the crew, John, LT, and I have kids in university or graduated university, so this actually kind of struck home for all of us. If you don't know, this week has been very tragic in many aspects. There's many things I could talk about, but I'm going to focus on the UVA football shooting and the Iowa State stabbing. So Sunday night, a team from University of Virginia traveled to D.C. on a field trip, and as they were coming back, it must have been late, I don't know, midnight-ish, people, it's long trips, driving. And one of the students, a Christopher Jones, got up and started shooting some of the football players and ended up killing three of them. They wounded some other ones, and then he took off. He was caught soon thereafter. I think it was relatively soon. It was in the morning hours, and but he did end up killing three of his former teammates. And from what I understand, from what the news has said, he was on the football team for a while, and then he was no longer on the football team. This wasn't just a football team field trip. It was a field trip. Many people went. Happened to be some football players. He was on there. And when they got back, he started shooting and ended up killing three of the football players. Witnesses tell law enforcement that it was actually a directed shooting. He picked out the individuals that he wanted to murder in this shooting spree. And one of the witnesses actually stated to law enforcement that he made some kind of comment to the effect of, these guys have been picking on me, or you guys have been picking on me, and I don't know, it'll probably come out in the trial. It seems to me to be a bullying type situation here, and he was not able to cope. His father was on the news recently saying that his son has experienced some paranoia, some bullying issues, and his father tried to tell him to, this is life, this is going to happen, you're going to have to deal with this kind of situation. Unfortunately, it resulted in him not being able to put up with it in a proper way, and he ended up shooting and killing three football players. And we have to wonder if there was any mental health issues going on with this student at the time. And like I said, it'll come out in the trial, and it's a very, very unfortunate situation. And bullying has been around for a long, long time. And unfortunately, sometimes this is what happens. There's been time and time again where there's been instances where a student has felt bullied and has taken it out with the action of a firearm. I think it was UVA several years ago where there was a mass shooting, and he claimed that a lot of people were picking on him as well, and there was some mental health issues in that situation. Also, now he was facing some disciplinary action from the school. He apparently a year ago or so was arrested for possession of a concealed firearm. He did not disclose it to the university, and they were going to forward disciplinary actions for him for school purposes. I don't know if that was expelling or whatever, but that seemed to be coming. This is going to be an interesting case to see in the court system. So that was the UVA shooting that happened on Sunday. Now, Monday, early morning, about the same time, maybe even within hours of each other, there was a situation that happened at the University of Idaho, and 4 students in off-student housing, an apartment, were murdered by some individual. It's still not solved yet. They've not identified anybody. They haven't put a picture up anybody. This is who we're looking for. Keep an eye out. This person interest. None of that. Law enforcement is either very tight-lipped or they do not have a lead on this individual. So apparently what happened was a couple of the students living in this apartment, and it looks like there was about 6 people in the apartment at the time, and I'm not sure if all 6 were living there or 4 were living there. And this actually hits home because my son lived in off-campus housing in a home with 3 students, and it would be so tragic. It is so tragic. You got somebody come in, and that's my cat. That's my wife's cat. I don't have a cat. I have a dog. So somebody comes in and murders your children who are supposed to be off at college safe, and it's just such a tragic. So sometime in the wee hours, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, somebody entered the home of this apartment and with a knife murdered 4 students in this apartment. 3 of them were female students, 1 was a male student, and there's video of 2 of the girls earlier that night at a food truck, ordering, laughing jovially, and there's also a video of somebody who looks to have followed them. Now, I don't know if that's a person of interest. I'll try to pull up the video and show it here, but it's very interesting to see this individual after these girls leave the food truck and head away out of camera sight, and then this individual follow them. So that's going to be interesting to find out if this is the guy or if it just happens to be a circumstance. They have no leads right now. They may have some leads, but they're not releasing it to the public. It's going to be proved to be interesting. Was this a burglary gone wrong? Was this somebody who thought that they had the attention of one of these girls and came to the house and maybe thought there was more to it than that, and then got spurned and got angry and murdered these students? Time will tell, and it'll come out in the near future. If you have an idea what this is or what happened, put the comments down below. Let me know what you think it might be, and I'd love to hear from you. My wife's cat is coming onto the stage. This is Finn. He was about to step onto the keyboard. So say hi to Finn, everybody. This is our murder cat. And I'm gonna put him down so he doesn't step on the keyboard. But if you have any ideas what this may have been, a burglary gone wrong, spurned lover, random act of violence, serial killer, whatever it is, put in the comments down below and let us know what you think it is. Also, please like and subscribe so that we can provide you more content, and we're trying to get 500 and then 1,000 so we can be monetized. And I'm going to keep bringing effed up murders of the week to you on a weekly basis, unless I go on another cruise, which I might, you never know. So again, from Camille with Surviving the Badge, have a great week.